Good morning, everybody. This is High Limit Hammer over at Betr. Beautiful day in Florida, 73, sunny. Gotta love it in December. Want to give you guys a quick recap over our betting weekend. I actually lost my voice from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, but man, how exciting! What a time! Complete 180 turnaround, really since Sunday. I'm going to recap a few of these tickets and parlays that we've been doing. The number one parlay that was, I would say, was the best hit of my entire life, not on just the money, but how it actually happened. So just to give you guys a quick recap, those of you that are in my community, you already know what happened, but the Minnesota Vikings were down the entire game. They were down double digits to the Arizona Cardinals. They come back within like less than 1 minute. They get a game-winning touchdown there, go up one, and hold them off from the game-winning field goal. That was one of my legs on this five-teamer here. The next one was the Houston Texans money line over the Jaguars. Pretty easy. Not a whole lot of stress with that game. I was hoping this would be a stress-free ticket. However, this was the most stressful anxiety ticket I think I've ever placed in my whole life. Next game was the Indianapolis Colts. It actually required a 2-point conversion, so they scored a touchdown with like 20 or maybe even 8 seconds left, and they decided to go for 2. And if they didn't get that 2-point conversion, my ticket would have died on the spot. I risked $1,000 to win $62.24. And then the Commanders was my only stress-free blowout leg on this five-teamer. And then the game that decided everything. Holy smokes. I literally lost my voice for 3 days. Tampa Bay Buccaneers money line. We were definitely on the wrong side of this game. I wish I would have just laid the Panthers and the points. However, how this game unfolded was crazy. So, long story short, Carolina's driving. They actually score a touchdown with 30 seconds to go, and they're up by 3. And I thought the game was over at that moment. I slammed the table at the Hard Rock, probably almost paid for it. But the beautiful thing about it, 30 seconds is a lot of time. They had a few timeouts. Baker Mayfield, goes down the length of the field. Next thing you know, we're kicking a field goal, like a 57-yarder. I think the kicker's name is McLaughlin, whatever. He drills it. They go into overtime. So Tampa gets the toss. I think everything's great. Now they start driving down the field. Guess what? They miss another field goal. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So after the missed field goal, my heart sinks, my stomach drops, and Carolina's driving. And they're about one play away from kicking this field goal to win the game and destroy my ticket. So the very next play, Tampa strips the ball and recovers the fumble. And then they have a big play down the sideline to about the 5-yard line, and then make the field goal, and I win my 5-team parlay. After hitting that parlay, it kind of inspired me to start parlaying, which I've never done in 20 years. I just don't really believe in it. I think it's a good way to donate. I think it's a waste of money. However, we just started hitting parlays. I've hit 6 parlays in 5 days. And I want to shout out a few of my boys that are clients, but more importantly, they're friends, professional level bettors. I'm going to shout out Chop, Davion, and A-Dot. They know who they are, and they're probably watching this. But man, these guys are fearless. These guys are hitting 5-teamers, for big amounts of money. And it's just been nice to connect with them because they're fearless. I like how fearless they are. They're just as fearless as I am, if not more fearless, which is scary. But I've seen them clean the books out for 100 grand. And these guys are young, 18, 19, 21-year-olds. So 100 grand in a week is crazy work. Recapping on some other parlays. I'm not going to go too in depth here. There was another one I hit the other day. I think it was 2 days ago. This is the other one I wanted to recap. And this, if you hit one of these parlays, this is going to pay for my package for like a month or two. So that's nice. But the next one was, let me see here. Sorry. The next one was let's see. It's on my Instagram, High Limit Hammer. I'm trying to see. Where is this one? I just hit another nice one. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay, I should have had this ready. Okay. Oh, I hit a plus 690 parlay winner on the Hard Rock app. See it right there. So this one was 1,000 to win 79.01. I had Michigan plus 3.5. That came in. That was close. Clemson to beat Kentucky. That was actually fairly easy. And then I had the Sacramento Kings. It was a blowout winner. They always do pretty good on the second half. But yeah, I mean, you can't beat that. $7,900 payout on $1,000. So $6,900 of that was profit. And we've been doing this every day this week. Crazy work. So with that being said, let's not get parlay crazy, but I think you should allocate a small amount of your bankroll or your funds to parlays. So what does that look like? I would say, for me, I normally bet anywhere from, like, in a week's time, I would say my highs and lows can be like, I can lose 30 grand or I can win 30 grand. That's like my comfort zone. So I would put maybe 5 or 6 grand to the side, just for parlays. So do like $1,000 parlay, a day. But the thing is, one of those hits, it wipes out all your losses. It's super exciting, but it's just a different way and style of betting. A lot of people have asked me to drop parlays for years and years and years and years. And I think I'm finally to the point where it's a new challenge. I don't have all the statistical data. I just started doing it this week, but we've been extremely successful, maybe lucky. I'd say we're a little bit of both, but just have a small allocation for high risk parlays. I think it keeps it fun. If I lose it, I'm not upset. But if you're in my community, you already know that, my name was built off of slamming games and max bet winners. That is where you make all your money. I like to do anywhere from 5,000 all the way up to 10,000 per game on a max bet. Those statistically are hitting in the last almost 2 years now, upper 60 percentile, lower 70 percentile. So these max bets are where you can make a lot of money. I've made a ton of money, more than I'd like to share on the max bets. So focus on that. I got a lot going on, a lot of businesses that I do and run. So a lot of people appreciate higher quality plays and lower quantity. We're all busy, right? We're all busy. Busy is relative. I'm busy. People I know and love, could text me and I might not text you back for a day. So I'm busy, but everybody's busy. So I would like to scale down the quantity of plays and then, scale up the quality of plays. And then we got a big game tonight, Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers. Stay tuned. I will have a winner on that most likely, and I should be at the casino live. Also, I want to talk a little bit about what to do with your sports betting profits. So when you make money, I like to use my sports betting money more for just to enjoy life. I like to take a trip out the country. If you guys know me personally, I have a place in the DR, the Dominican Republic. But enjoy it, life is short, live like you got 50 days left, but also spend money like you got 50 years left. So you need to be smart, but you also need to enjoy life. I have a lot of cool things. Like, you gotta buy yourself a nice watch. I got a nice Rolex. It was like $30,000. Once you get it, you don't really care about it, but it's just a cool little milestone or achievement or something like that. I've got tons of jewelry. I've got an extensive jewelry collection, probably over $250,000 worth of jewelry. And I don't really wear it too much. I just don't care. It's not really my personality. I used to be more and more in entertainment where that was a requirement. And I've kind of fallen out of that. I'm just a low-key guy. I like to bet on games, and that's really like my passion, but my purpose in life. And I don't know where I was going with this, but basically, enjoy your betting money. I've done it full time for multiple years. It's my number one source of income this year. I've had 5 or 6 years where it was my number one income source or stream. So it's a beautiful thing. And I always say, there's a quote, I don't know who is behind it, but money won is twice as sweet as money earned. And man, do I live by that. I won $6,900 off of a 3-team parlay. I might not make $6,900 this whole week in a different business that I'm in. So that's crazy to me. And that was off of a little 3-teamer. So I'm very grateful for the skill that I have, but it's also, I put in a lot of work, man. Like with anything great that you're gonna do in life, it requires maximum sacrifice. I've spent 3+ years, I'd say almost 4+ years in the casino every single day, whether I was sick, tired, didn't feel like it. And I would practice by betting the entire board, really small increments just for reps. I have more reps or repetitions than anybody on the internet, hands down. If there's anybody that that's in the sports betting space, they do not have as much experience as me. I am an OG grandpa in the space. I've been doing this for 20 years, 2 decades. With that being said, I do want to, hold on, there's a plane going above me. With that being said, I do want to say that there's some trends that have shifted. So everybody nowadays wants to do, sharp betting, and I would consider myself a sharp, but this year and the last year has been more friendly to the public. Even the Super Bowl, public cleaned up on the Super Bowl. I personally lost a lot of money. I think I lost like 10 grand on the Super Bowl. So I don't know what I was thinking, fading Patrick Mahomes. That was one of my biggest regrets of bets, but I stuck to my system and lost. But with that being said, I think the game is changing. I think there's so many people betting. Millions and millions of people are betting. Sports betting is the number one most popular thing in 2024 that people are doing with their money. Not stocks, not cryptocurrency, although I love both and I'm heavily invested in both. Sports betting is the number one thing people are doing with their money. Crazy. So with that being said, what does that look like? Well, if you're new, I'd strongly advise you, depending on what your goals are. If you want to have fun, go have fun. If you want to make money, you need to contact me. My link's in my bio. My Instagram is HighLimitHammer, but you need to get a hold of someone that can kind of walk you through the minefield of sports betting. It is a very, very dangerous game, and you need someone that's got experience. You got to learn a lot. There's a lot to learn. Discipline is huge. Bankroll management is huge. Controlling your emotions is huge. Not betting on your favorite teams is huge. But where I was going with that is the trend has started to shift where it's back to raw football. We're just going to use NFL. Easy example. But a lot of teams that are better than the other team in just the eye test. We're going back to the eye test. If the team is better on the field, I think it's a safer bet than fading the public money at this point in time. Time and time again, like we cleaned up on a few games. Buffalo Bills versus San Francisco 49ers. All of the money, literally everybody in America, 80-90% of people bet on the Bills. I bet on the Bills. Bills are way better team. And in the snow, get the hell out of here. Niners aren't even competitive. Blowout city. Next night, Monday Night Football, Broncos, Browns. I got a little bit more creative. There is a new strategy that I want to go over. It will be only private to my community about teasers. And if you want to, hold on, we got another plane. have my Mountain Valley water. All right, if you want to scale up your bets, teasers, there's a stat on teasers. Teasers normally only cover 30% of the time more than against the spread. But if you want that little cushion, that window, I'll give you a prime example. I teased the over on the Broncos, which was, cash by halftime, but I took Broncos money line versus the -5.5. If you remember or recall the game, the Browns had a pass interference penalty or call on the 1 yard line. They should have punched that in and covered that game. But Jameis threw like his third pick. It was almost another pick six. Crazy. But I didn't have to stress. I had Broncos money line. They're up double digits. When you're betting higher increments and higher amounts, you want that little bit of insurance, and it could pay off big time. That it could be a $5,000 or $10,000 swing. So I do believe in teasers now. I used to not like them, but normally they'll cover against the spread anyway. For example, the over on the full game and Broncos -5.5, -6 did cover, but you had to wait till the last play of the game and Jameis threw an interception for your bet to win. I'm sitting there, stress-free, enjoying my money. So to conclude or wrap this up, have a small amount. Man, my voice is still recovering. Have a small amount for high-risk parlays. I think it's worth doing, but don't overdo it. Don't get parlay happy. 2, you can't always fade the public. This is me speaking to myself. You can't always fade the public. Yeah, it works on prime time. It works on big market teams, but don't get in the habit of just trying to be a sharp. It's like the cat's out the bag. Everyone now is a sharp. They're all fading public money, and guess what? The better team just wins, and that's happening a lot more. So go back to the eye test. Keep it as a factor or an indicator, but it's not an all end all be all. The third plane that's and then once you make money in sports betting, enjoy it. Take a trip. Buy a purse, buy some designer, buy some jewelry. But what I like to do, and what I do recommend, is flipping your money even more. I'm big on investing. As a lot of you follow me, my crypto portfolio is up about $100,000. I made about $42,000 off of XRP, another 40 grand off of Hedera, Hashgraph, HBAR. I've got 2 plays that I do want to give here. It's more of like free gems or watch list plays. I'm not going to become a crypto influencer, but I do want to help you guys make money in any way, shape, or form that I can help you. I will help you. Number 1, the safer one, Kaspa, Kaspa. Do your own research. It hasn't popped yet, but thank me later. The second play, more of a higher risk play. It's a meme coin. It should be getting listed on Coinbase at any moment now. And this is December 5th, Thursday. Prices of this, Kaspa's about 15 cents. Turbo's like not even a penny. It's like 0.008. Those are my 2 plays that haven't popped for you guys who keep asking me about crypto plays. Other than that, there's just too many planes. I gotta cut this video. But I guess there's all these planes because we're fly like that. But catch you on the next video. Don't parlay too much. Don't fade the public too much. Have fun with your sports betting money and invest in some cryptocurrency. Hammer out.